Hello, I am Tamara Gibbons, and I chose to do my leadership project on a community service organization called the Manna Kitchen. The Manna Kitchen is in New Boston, Texas. The purpose of this organization is to feed the elderly and disabled that are shut ins that are not able to prepare their own food. By doing this helps these people to be able to stay in their homes longer and not have to go to nursing homes. The Manna Kitchen is a Christian-based community service organization. It was founded by the Chapel of Light, which is a church here in New Boston, in 1996. The first lady that started the kitchen was Diane Brooks, and she had 17 people at that time that they cooked for and served. At this time, the kitchen now serves 89 clients. As you can see in my first slide, it is a picture of the Manna Kitchen, which it doesn't look like much, but there's a lot of hard work goes on in this place. Believe me, I know. And the kitchen has all commercialized stoves in it. It has commercialized sinks where you wash dishes, and we all pitch in and we all wash dishes. That's one of the hard parts of doing it. And the kitchen is ran strictly by volunteers. All the donations are funded by volunteer basis only. Some of the local businesses, the local churches, and just individuals give donations. That's the only way the kitchen is run. There is no federal or state funding involved whatsoever. So for the kitchen to keep operating, it has to have its donations come in. It also has an expense of around $3,000 a month to keep it going. On my next slide, you will see the director of the Manna Kitchen, who has been the director for 18 years. And he's been a part of it since it began, but he was a director after Diane Brooks stepped down. And I had asked him why he would continue to do this, and he said because it blessed him so much. And he is also the associate pastor of Manna Kitchen. He is very dedicated, and he has a strong passion for the kitchen. He does everything from organization to the administrative to the cooking to making sure everything runs smoothly. He has his hands full. And he is an inspiration as a leader in his community. You could say he's a man of many hats. And on the next slide, you will observe all the volunteers working in the kitchen to prepare their food. All of these volunteers are up there by 5 a.m. in the morning. They work Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. On Monday and Wednesday, there's 4 hot meals prepared to go out, along with breads and pastries and desserts, and it's to make sure they have lunch and dinner, like on Monday for Monday and Tuesday, and then on Wednesday it's for Wednesday and Thursday. On Fridays they do 6 meals, which are so that they can get through the weekend till they deliver again on Mondays. All of this food is made homemade, and it all has different recipes that the cooks come up with and different volunteers, and they work as a team, which is just unreal how well they all get along, and they're organized and they know exactly how much food to prepare for this many people, which is amazing because I don't think I could do that. And they have styrofoam containers that the food is put in after the food is prepared, and you have to let it all cool. And that's another part of the job, to put, can you imagine filling 89 containers with different food in it, and it's hot, and you have to make sure it's cool before you put it in there. In the next slide, you will see that they are still working hard to prepare this food. And also, you will see some of the drivers coming in, getting ready to. Some of the drivers sack their own food and some don't. Once all the food is prepared, and then it's put into styrofoam containers, and some of it is sacked up, like you have apples and oranges and breads, and sometimes they give little apple pies and things like that, and all that has to be sacked up and ready, and then they uh, assemble an assembly line where all the food is stacked and put in order, and as you go down through there, you take the sack and you sack the food up. And some of the drivers choose to sack their own food so they can kind of keep their sacks in order by the way they deliver their food on their routes. I also participated in delivering the food, and that was very much of a blessing. The people that you deliver to are very grateful for this, and a lot of them want to talk to you because they're shut-ins and they haven't seen anybody all day or talked to anybody. But they're just so sweet and nice. Some of them are in wheelchairs on oxygen tanks, and you can see the reason why the kitchen is doing what they're doing to help these people. It's a very much needed organization. And like I say, the last slide is where they're sacking the food and the deliveries people are coming in to deliver the food. Well, it takes at least an hour, sometimes 2 hours to deliver all this food, and they're giving of their own time to go out there and deliver to these people. And like I said, it's just so much of a blessing to listen to these people and how grateful they are. And this was a very enlightening experience and a way to serve the community. And it also let me know what it's like to be a leader behind the scenes, not in the limelight. Because there's no recognition in this at all. This is a selfless community organization, and it's one I was proud to be a volunteer in. And anyone that would volunteer in this organization would see what I saw and learn the different things of teamwork and how they all pull together. They're short-handed a lot, so that means you have to work double hard to get all of this done in this amount of time. The delivery people sometimes don't show up, so one of the people that's worked in the kitchen has to go run the route, or because they don't have extra people to call, which is something that they do need. But it would sure help if they did, because if people would just give up an hour and a half of their lunch hours even, would help to deliver this food to the people. Because they have made it through 18 years and still going with a lot of times very short help. And a lot of your community service workers, they're in the program where they get people in to serve hours that they have to do. And they don't really like to work at the kitchen because you have to be there so early. So they don't get a lot of those people because of that. But I would recommend for anybody to try volunteering at this kitchen and find out exactly how great a place it is to be a volunteer and how much of a blessing that you receive from doing the work. And I would recommend that you just give it a try and just see what it's like. The hours are kind of off because it's Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and a lot of people are working. But on a day off or maybe a vacation day, that would be a great thing for you to do and experience this great organization. It's a true leadership community service organization, and they give back everything they have. And I would definitely volunteer at the kitchen again. Thank you.